What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Cal, and today we are going to be checking out update 45 on the PTS. So they covered some of the features that were coming in the live stream last week, but they actually snuck a few things into the patch notes that weren't covered in the live stream, and I'm excited to take a look at them with you all today. We've actually got a new login screen, which I don't know why I wasn't expecting, but this is typically the time of year when we get a new character background for the login screen. I'm not a huge fan. I really loved the Westweald character login screen, and I hope that eventually we'll have the opportunity to select which login screen we want. You can already select, I believe, the music that plays on the login screen, so it's time for the background as well, I think. But let's go ahead and hop on with my main here, and we'll check out some of the new features, and then I'll probably have to log in with one of the templates in order to access some of the new furnishings. Obviously, in Update 45, we're getting a couple new dungeons, as well as some new homes, but I didn't really want to talk about that stuff today. I was actually more interested in talking about some of the new furnishings. We're getting weather control for houses finally, so we're definitely going to check that out today. There's some map improvement. We are also getting disguises turned into collectibles. There's craft star improvements. There's a new prologue quest, which for some reason, again, I wasn't thinking was going to show up. It makes sense. We usually get a prologue quest in the Q1 update. And along with that prologue quest, there's Reaper strikes to talk about. Let's start off with these costumes, actually. So what they are doing is there are a number of quests throughout the game where you would get a disguise, and it was just an item that could go in a disguise slot. And if you wanted to, you could hold on to that and reuse it later on. But those have all been turned into costumes now. So you can see here, these are from quests that I've already completed. And now I've got a whole bunch of new costumes, including the Blackheart pirate armor, Bloodthorn robes, Colovian uniform, and just more options, you know, early in the game for new players especially, who haven't unlocked a whole bunch of motifs and styles. So that'll be exciting for your first login in Update 45 if you've been playing the game for a while and have unlocked some of these. And sounds like there's more to come as well. All right, let's check out those craft star improvements. So the big change here is that there were a bunch like Homemaker that you used to have to slot. So you had to slot them up here in order to use them, which meant that as you were playing the game, you would have to constantly be coming in to micromanage in order to get the most out of it. So they have been turned into just passives now. That is a nice quality of life feature as well, to always have these slotted. There's no chance of, you know, missing out on that second furnishing plan or bonus resources from resource nodes. There was an add-on that automatically swapped these around, but it was on a cooldown timer and of course not available to console players. I think this is overall a very nice quality of life change. I can't find the guy to start the prologue quest, so I can't show you anything there, but I did want to check out these new Reaper Strike. This is going to be an update to the base game zones. Everybody is well familiar with dark anchors. In fact, there's a dark anchor right over here, or at least a spot where one can spawn. But in addition to dark anchors, there were actually these sort of like mini dark anchors, little encounters that you would find scattered throughout Tamriel called dark fissures. And they were just like two small waves of enemies, usually like vampires or skeletons or Daedra. And those, according to the patch notes, have been replaced with Reaper Strikes related to the Worm Cult as well, and it looks like you'll be able to get fragments for a new skill style, and there's also a furnishing to unlock, so I'd love to find a Reaper Strike to show you guys. So I'm going to run around a little bit and see if I can find one. Alright, I think this might be a Reaper Strike, so let's see. I turned on recording.
We're trapped! Someone, help!
Are bound for greater purpose. Our Reaper will see to that.
Okay, so two NPCs plus this weird contraption. And we got a second wave. Similar enemies. There were Gamora, Daedra, or at least there was the one Daedra, the spider Daedra involved. Oh, a third wave, okay. So far, pretty similar, other than the fact that there is that weird contraption, and instead of just seeing like a little dark anchor floating, there was the Mage's Guild Initiate and a Commoner. And so that's it. Three small waves, and then what do? I destroy the Reaper, okay?
The Archmage of your work here.
And these guys wander off.
More of those Soul Reapers. Destroy them.
All right, let's see here. I assume there's an achievement associated with this, so let's search that up. Okay, so there is an achievement there. Slayer of Death itself. Destroy 25 Soul Reaper devices deployed by the Worm Cult. That completing Reaper strikes will unlock the ability to purchase a unique furnishing from the achievement vendor. So we'll go check out the achievement vendor and collect fragments to acquire a new skill style. Probably random drops on that. So keep an eye out for Reaper strikes where dark fissures once appeared. So that was it. Should be pretty easily soloable for most players. I could imagine that third wave for a brand new player might give you just a little bit of trouble, but I bet you'll be all right. All right. So I haven't found the furnishing, but I suspect that this Soul Trap skill style is the one associated with the Reaper Strikes. All right, let's see what the new dungeons have in store for us. So there should be a couple of new furnishings here that you can buy once you complete them. Here's Exiled Redoubt banner. It's a pretty nice looking banner. And, oh, there we go. There's the other furnishing. Okay, so Redguard boat sailing. This should be the one from the other new dungeon. And then I'm betting this replica Soul Reaper is the one associated with completing the Reaper Strikes. Oh, that's I mean, that's pretty cool. It's not a style that I normally use, but I like that it's got that cool animation and there's a nice glow effect there. I bet some people are really going to love having this option. But yeah, so a banner, a boat, and a Soul Reaper. I'm going to switch over to a templated character and we're going to check out the rest of the new furnishings. All right, we're here on a templated character, and we've got a couple of coffers here that we can open up. So I'm going to take a look at the Fallen Banners Collectibles. So it looks like we've got a couple other skill styles in here. Looks like there's one for Wall of Elements, Snipe, the Soul Trap that I mentioned earlier, Regeneration, Grand Healing. Sea Elf is interesting. I'm glad that I'm going to be able to test that out. Entropy and Cleave. And then we've got some body art, face art. Those are probably unlocked by, oh, those are new Battle Master token items. That's exciting. So there wasn't much that I wanted that you could purchase with Battle Master tokens. So it's exciting to see that already they're extending items to purchase there. So definitely save up your Battle Master tokens if you want to collect those. There's a new memento, another new memento. Ooh, a new major adornment, Jester's Deadly Headband. So, looks like one of the items that's going to be available in the next Jester's Festival. There's the new pet for completing the Prologue quest. And there is a skin probably associated with completing both of the new dungeons on that. Just Carmine Red. That's the one that I believe you get from collecting 10 fragments from the new Reaper Strikes. And then next up is the new Entropy. Let's test this out. So that's just purple. Again, just a color swap, really. And then the Sea Elf is the Grand Healing. Oh, that's cool. What does that normally look like? Let's swap it back to the normal. Okay, so it's almost got like a little watery effect that's added to it. But yeah, that's cool. It's subtle, but I think I do like that better. All right, let's check out the new house items. So I should be able to place this. Pretty cool. Stormy, overcast, clear, and off. Okay, let's place it. I think it's going to go right there next to the time of day control. All right, so it's snowing a little bit right now. Set weather to stormy. So I think that is snow in this case. Set it to overcast. Clear. Okay, yeah. All right, that one definitely cleared it up. And then that's going to set it back to normal weather, so the snow should return unless it stops snowing. Yes. So in this house at least, stormy is snow. So it looks like you're going to be limited to just the 3. You're not going to be able to like turn on snow in a house that doesn't normally have snow. You're just going to get whatever the storm is for that zone. So maybe not quite as much flexibility as you would want, but at the very least, at least for someone like me when I'm trying to record, if I want it to be snowing in the shot, I'll be able to turn on the snow and turn off the snow. And it's kind of a cool little furnishing. It looks great next to the hourglass. So let's take a look at some of these other furnishings. All right, so as I expected, we now have a bunch of structural furnishings in the Dawnwood style. So you've got these ramps with the roots coming off. There's a doorway. There's a platform. There's a little tent. Actually, I think that one already existed. And then there's these fences. So lots that you could use these for, not just to create Dawnwood structures, but I think these will be good for lots of stuff in housing. So in addition to the new Dawnwood stuff, there's also some new Ayleid stuff as well. Got some columns here. And then I'm guessing more structural stuff. Yep. Okay. Flooring. Grate. Some stairs. Low wall. Some platforms here. And some walls and fences. So if you wanted to do some Ayleid builds, looks like you're going to have some more options as well this patch. Okay, the last thing I wanted to take a look at was something I didn't even realize was going to be in this patch. It's these Fallen Banners outfit styles. So let's open this up. All right, so we've got a new Jester set that's probably going to be available during the Jesters Festival. And then we've got a new Worm Cult set here, and that Worm Cult Hunter helmet looks great. That's a cool looking set. I'm going to go ahead and take all these, and then we'll test them out at the outfit station here. That hat looks so cool. It's like a highwayman hat. That's awesome. Might be good for my Witch Hunter, honestly. It's a pretty solid chest piece. The textures look really good. Let's see how it dies. That's always the real question. Oh, I like that. Left pauldron only. Decent gloves. Don't hate those. Belt buckle's not too large. Also, not a bunch. No hip. No hip flaps. This is a pretty nice looking set. All right, let's see how it dies. So usually when I'm testing out a new motif or style, I like to use bright colors just to see where the channels are. So we're going to dye this first channel all in this Westweald autumnal orange. So that looks like your leather bits maybe. Let's grab this red for dye channel 2. Cloth looks like. And finally, I'll grab this azure, or I assume the metal bits. Alright, so that chainmail underneath doesn't dye, neither does this medallion or this belt buckle. So there's a couple bits of silver that you're going to have to work around. But that's a pretty cool looking motif. It's looking pretty good. I dig it. Oh, that's unfortunate. So there are some red horns that don't dye either. And it actually looks like that belt buckle is using the wrong dye channel. It should probably be the third one. So it actually matches up. Pretty good look. It's unfortunate that there's that red bit that is undyeable. But still a pretty good set. And luckily there's none of that on the hat, gloves, or shoulder, which are probably my favorite parts of this set. So, you know, swap out the chest piece and the leggings, and you've got some really nice looking boots. The gloves are not obnoxious either, and that shoulder piece is going to look nice. And it's got, I think, just enough space that it's going to, you know, work well with a lot of other motifs. And I'm excited to see what this hat looks like on my Witch Hunter, so we'll try that out in a minute. But before we do that, let's take a look at this new Jester set. Ooh, so 3 new hats. That's fun. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. They've been knocking it out of the park with these Jester outfits. The Seeker last year was great, and before that it was the costume, the Daedroth costume, I think it was. This is great. I bet you're going to see a bunch of these in PvP. Oh, wow. And there's the whole set. There's 3. Amazing. Those are so good. And I love that we got the bird, too. Oh, no epaulets. Okay. So it's just the chest and the head. That's interesting. Alright, I'm going to swap over to the Witch Hunter just because I want to see how that helmet looks on him. And... Alright, I'm back on the Witch Hunter. Let's see how that new Worm Cult hat works out. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think the hat's good, but the face wrap is messing up the look. I would have to swap out the chest piece for something else. That's too bad. That's too bad. From the back, not too bad. Oh, I just noticed the feathers don't seem to be dying. Or are they doing like a weird half-dye situation? No, the feathers are undyeable. Another minor disappointment. Definitely should have a 3rd dye channel there so that you can dye those feathers. It's alright, we can always just go and throw on one of the new Jester hats. He'll just be Birdhead. Alright, so I think that's all I wanted to cover. Update 45 is on the PTS. There's 2 new dungeons to test out. There's a couple of new premium homes to take a look at. We're finally getting weather control for our homes. I'm real excited about that. There's a bunch of new furnishings, including Dawnwood structural furnishings, which I know a lot of people out there have been looking out for. We've got some nice quality of life stuff coming in Update 45, map improvements, disguises as collectibles, craft star improvements. There should be a new Prologue quest to test. I didn't see it for some reason. We tested out the Reaper Strikes, and there's some new achievements along with that. There's a handful of new skill styles to unlock. And of course, we're getting a look at some of the 2025 event rewards, which I am a big fan of. So this has got me pretty excited for Update 45. I'm looking forward to checking out those new dungeons once they hit the live servers. I don't usually like to spoil them on the test server. But there's a good amount of stuff here. I'm very happy to see that they are also going to be testing the new Cyrodiil campaign. I thought we wouldn't see that until later in the year. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. But in the meantime, we've got new dungeons, new collectibles, and new house stuff. So I'm happy for now. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. This was just a quick one. I wanted to hop on the PTS and check out some of the new stuff, share my thoughts with you all. Thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. And an extra thank you to my channel supporters over on Patreon, as always. Your support is greatly appreciated. Obviously, I wasn't able to put this video up early for you guys on Patreon, although it is there ad-free for any of my active patrons. If you'd like to join the Patreon, the link is on screen now. And if you're looking for more ESO content and you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be back again real soon with another video. Until then, bye for now, everybody.